Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule for tomorrow. For the game result, in the first game, the Milwaukee Bucks snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Atlanta Hawks with a score of 112 over 110. Giannis Antetokounmpo was the top scorer for the Milwaukee Bucks with a double-double performance of 21 points and 17 rebounds, followed by Bobby Portis scored 19 points. A.J. Green had 18 points and Miles Turner added 14 points. Nickel Alexander-Walker was the top scorer for the Atlanta Hawks with 32 points, followed by Jalen Johnson made a double-double performance of 28 points and 16 rebounds. In the second game, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Cleveland Cavaliers with a score of 136 over 104. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the top scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 30 points, followed by Chad Holmgren scored 28 points. Luguentz Dort had 18 points and Isaiah Joe added 16 points. Donovan Mitchell was the top scorer for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 19 points, followed by Jalen Tyson made a double-double performance of 16 points and 10 rebounds. In the third game, the San Antonio Spurs got their three-game winning streak after defeating the Utah Jazz with a score of 123 over 110. Victor Wanyama was the top scorer for the San Antonio Spurs with a double-double performance of 33 points and 10 rebounds, followed by St. Van Castle scored 18 points. Dylan Harper had 15 points and De'Aaron Fox added 14 points. Keontae George was the top scorer for the Utah Jazz with 30 points, followed by Yusuf Nurkic scored 20 points and 9 rebounds. The LA Clippers got their six-game winning streak after defeating the Washington Wizards with a score of 110 over 106. James Harden was the top scorer for the LA Clippers with 36 points and 9 assists, followed by Jordan Miller scored 16 points. Ivica Zubac made a double-double performance of 14 points and 12 rebounds and John Collins added 11 points. Alex Sir was the top scorer for the Washington Wizards with 28 points, followed by Keyshawn George scored 18 points. The Dallas Mavericks got their three-game winning streak after defeating the New York Knicks with a score of 114 over 97. Max Christie was the top scorer for the Dallas Mavericks with 26 points, followed by Najee Marshall scored 19 points. Cooper Flagg had 18 points. And Musa Cisse added 15 points and 9 rebounds. Karl Anthony Towns was the top scorer for the New York Knicks with a double-double performance of 22 points and 18 rebounds. And Jalen Brunson also scored 22 points. The Philadelphia 76ers snapped their 2-game losing streak after defeating the Indiana Pacers with a score of 113 over 104. Joel Embiid was the top scorer for the Philadelphia 76ers with 30 points and 9 rebounds, followed by Tyrese Maxey scored 29 points. Kelly Oubre had 18 points and VJ Edgecombe added 11 points. Andrew Neard was the top scorer for the Indiana Pacers with 25 points, followed by Pascal Siakam scored 24 points. The Phoenix Suns got their second straight win after defeating the Brooklyn Nets with a score of 126 over 117. Dillon Brooks was the top scorer for the Phoenix Suns with 27 points, followed by Devin Booker had 24 points. Colin Gillespie scored 22 points and Mark Williams added 16 points. Michael Porter was the top scorer for the Brooklyn Nets with 23 points, followed by Noah Clowney scored 16 points. The Detroit Pistons got their three-game winning streak after defeating the Boston Celtics with a score of 104 over 103. Tobias Harris was the top scorer for the Detroit Pistons with 25 points, followed by Jalen Duran scored 18 points and 9 rebounds. Cade Cunningham made a double-double performance of 16 points and 14 assists and Duncan Robinson added 15 points. Jaylen Brown was the top scorer for the Boston Celtics with a double-double performance of 32 points and 11 rebounds, followed by Peyton Pritchard scored 17 points. The Golden State Warriors got their 4-game winning streak after defeating the Miami Heat with a score of 135 over 112. Brandon Podziemski was the top scorer for the Golden State Warriors with 24 points, followed by Stephen Curry made a double-double performance of 19 points and 11 assists. Jimmy Butler scored 17 points and Buddy Hield added 16 points. Norman Powell was the top scorer for the Miami Heat with 21 points, followed by Andrew Wiggins scored 18 points. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number 1 in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons with a record of 31 wins and 10 losses. The number 2 is Boston Celtics with a record of 26 wins and 16 losses. The number 3 is New York Knicks with a record of 25 wins and 18 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors with a record of 25 wins and 19 losses. The number 5 is Philadelphia 76ers with a record of 23 wins and 18 losses. The number 6 is Orlando Magic with a record of 23 wins and 19 losses. The number 7 is Cleveland Cavaliers with a record of 24 wins and 20 losses. The number 8 is Miami Heat with a record of 22 wins and 21 losses. The number 9 is Chicago Bulls with a record of 20 wins and 22 losses. The number 10 is Atlanta Hawks with a record of 20 wins and 25 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks with a record of 18 wins and 24 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets with a record of 16 wins and 27 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets with a record of 12 wins and 29 losses. The number 14 is Washington Wizards with a record of 10 wins and 32 losses. The number 15 is Indiana Pacers with a record of 10 wins and 34 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder with a record of 36 wins and 8 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs with a record of 30 wins and 13 losses. The number 3 is Denver Nuggets with a record of 29 wins and 14 losses. The number 4 is Minnesota Timberwolves with a record of 27 wins and 16 losses. The number 5 is Houston Rockets with a record of 25 wins and 15 losses. The number 6 is Los Angeles Lakers with a record of 25 wins and 16 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns with a record of 26 wins and 17 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors with a record of 25 wins and 19 losses. The number 9 is Portland Trailblazers with a record of 22 wins and 22 losses. The number 10 is LA Clippers with a record of 19 wins and 23 losses. The number 11 is Memphis Grizzlies with a record of 18 wins and 23 losses. The number 12 is Dallas Mavericks with a record of 18 wins and 26 losses. The number 13 is Utah Jazz with a record of 14 wins and 29 losses. The number 14 is Sacramento Kings with a record of 12 wins and 31 losses. The number 15 is New Orleans Pelicans with a record of 10 wins and 35 losses. And here are the games scheduled for tomorrow, January 21st, Wednesday morning. In the first game at 8 a.m., Philadelphia 76ers vs Phoenix Suns. In the second game at 9 a.m., Chicago Bulls vs LA Clippers and Houston Rockets vs San Antonio Spurs. At 10 a.m., Utah Jazz vs Minnesota Timberwolves. In the last game at 11 a.m., Denver Nuggets vs Los Angeles Lakers, Golden State Warriors vs Toronto Raptors, and Sacramento Kings vs Miami Heat.